Welcome back to the STRIVECast.
Season 38, girl!
Season 2, episode 38. Yay! Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah?
Who's sliding into the host chair for Jeff today?
What me? Susie Q!
Susie Q is stepping into Jeff's seat today while he is out on assignment. So welcome back to the host seat, Susie. Noel, do you want to?
No, Paul Thompson.
Let's have our sound and video engineer introduce himself.
I'm Ryan, the sound and video engineer.
And one me, my partner in crime, Whitney.
Cody.
Yes.
Hello.
Peter Brown.
Hello, Ms. Whit. Okay, sorry.
And Pete.
I'm Pete.
Hey,
Hello.
Pete. I'm Olivia. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us today on the STRIVECast. Today, we are interviewing Tucker from ASAP Taxi, a local company here in Portland, so can't wait to chat with him. But first, how we doing? Did everybody have a good Father's Day?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome!
Noel, what'd you do for Father's Day?
I went to my sister's house
How was it?
and had breakfast with them.
Ooh,
Good. We had
what'd you eat?
quiche
Yeesh.
and some veggies and some nice fruit and some biscuits and shortcake.
Wow. Sounds like a very healthy breakfast.
What did you do, Peter, on your day?
I had a good day. Hung out with my kids and my wife and relaxed a little bit. Got a bunch of stuff done around the house. They made me a nice breakfast too.
Maybe for next Father's Day, we should have an assembly line of a parade for your Father's Day.
Good idea, Noel.
Thanks.
How was your Father's Day?
Are you
Really?
talking to me, girl?
Yes, you, Susie.
Good. It was awesome, and my Father's Day was because you came get the mask, and we pulled up some signs
Mm-hmm.
and get the letters to the post office.
Mm-hmm.
And then my sister came for dinner.
Uh-huh.
Bring her dog, Maggie.
Nice. That sounds like a great day, Suze. Awesome.
It's the best day ever because
Best
I
day
saw you.
That's right. I stopped by Susie's house on Father's Day because her awesome mom, Peggy, was making some masks and I needed some extra ones. So I stopped
Yes, did.
When do we have Olivia Day?
on my birthday. Does that count? Love the concept of a day for me is so funny.
Every day is Olivia Day. No, every day.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, my Father's Day went well. I
That's
saw
right.
my dad, my stepmom, my two aunts, my cousin, and I saw my grandmother. We all
Oh,
enjoyed it there at my dad and stepmom's.
good.
That's great. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. All right, you guys, let's move on with the show. So, Susie, you're going to get to say the magic words today. Will be.
Right back.
Please welcome Tucker to the show. Yay!
Noel, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I have it right here. Tell us about ASAP Taxi, how long have you guys been in business?
Thanks, Noel. ASAP Taxi has been around for about 11 years. It was started by Steve Kuntz and his wife, Mel. And it started off as just 2 or 3 vehicles driving around the city of Portland. And Steve would drive all day and all night, and he'd answer the phone and pick people up at the same time.
Wow.
Hey, where are you? Okay, I'll come get you. Or he would radio to one of his other cabs. Hey, there's somebody over at this area. Go get him. So he was dispatching and driving at the same time. And
Wow.
grown to, at its maximum, we had about 17 vehicles on the road with almost 65 or 70 people who drove for the vehicle.
Oh.
Averaging anywhere between 450 and 700 rides a day.
Wow.
Whoa.
So it's grown quite a bit since we started.
Absolutely. Wow. That's a lot of people.
Yeah. And my job at ASAP Taxi is as a dispatcher. So I sit behind a big, bank of computer screens, and I take the calls in like this. ASAP Taxi, how can I help you? ASAP Taxi, how can I help you? Can you hold for a second? ASAP Taxi, can you hold for a second? You've probably heard that before, right?
Yeah.
Noel, you've definitely heard it, right?
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I tell all of the cabs where to go, and it's all about logistics and trying to figure out how we can get people where they need to be as quickly and safely as possible.
Great.
Awesome. Well, I think that was Susie's next question was tell us about your job, but is there anything else that you want to share about what you do personally? You think
Sure.
that covered it?
Well, at ASAP, I started about 5 years ago as a driver, and I drove 3 or 4 nights a week so that I could be home with my daughter during the day. And slowly but surely, I worked my way up from just working as a driver to as a dispatcher, where I was answering the calls and telling the drivers where to go. And then I got to know everybody really well, so I became what's known as the growth and development coordinator, which is a position that we created for myself, where I do things like what we're doing right here, talking to people in the community about what we do as a business. And then I do a lot of hiring and training. And if, God forbid, anybody has an accident, I do with all the insurance stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of little pieces that go into running a business like ours. A lot of different organizations that we have to talk to. Maine Medical, they average somewhere in the range of 400 rides a month with us. So, coordinating all of those rides and also the billing for that is a lot of work. So, my name is not Desi. I just realized it says my name is Daniels.
That's all right. We knew who you are.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we do.
All right. So we'll go back to Noel for the next one.
Okay. What is your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of my job, that's a great question, Noel. Thank you. I think that I like the amount of respect that I get from my coworkers. I work with a group of people in a very challenging job as a dispatcher, and the people I work with, they respect my work a ton, and they let me know, and that really means a lot. That makes it easy to go back to work every day when people have told you, hey, you're doing an awesome job, or thank you so much for what you're doing. And then I also, what I love and I miss a lot right now because of COVID-19 is talking to so many people. Right now, we're not getting as many calls because people don't need to go as many places. Like, Noel, have you been to any programs outside of your house? Are you going to a lot of programs?
Not really.
Yeah, not really. But you used to go all the time. Like, Planet Fitness just opened up and World's Gym just opened up, right?
Yeah.
And you used to ride to World's Gym almost every
Yeah.
day. So every time that you don't go to the gym, that's a call that we're not getting. And so I don't get to talk to
Was
as
that
many
days
people.
ago to Strive.
What's that?
Yeah, and sometimes you go to Strive. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you go to Strive. And so there are all these places that people aren't going right now, and I don't get to talk to them as much. But generally, I love the way that our computer system is set up at work. When someone calls, their phone number comes in, and their name, if we've done our job correct, comes up with it. And so when Noel calls, I can say, "Hey, Noel, how are you doing today? Are you at home? Where are you going to?" And all that information gets to come up, and I get to talk to people like I know them, like they're my best friend, when really we've just hung out a couple times, right, Noel?
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, Susie, over to you.
What is the hardest part of your job?
That's a great question. The hardest part of my job is the unpredictability. So I never know when I come into work as a dispatcher whether I'm going to take 300 calls or 700 calls in my 24-hour span. And if, in the same way, I really never know if everything's going to go according to plan. So I might tell somebody, "Hey, John, your cab is going to be there in 15 minutes. But the person who's going to pick up John, my driver, has another stop, or there's an accident, or a train goes through." And so there's a lot of unpredictability. And then John calls back and he's like, "Hey, where's my cab?" And then I have to apologize and say, "No, some things happened. I don't really know. I'm really sorry." But people don't always necessarily understand the unpredictability of my job. And so it puts me in a tough spot a lot of times. I've been put in a tough spot a ton of times.
That does sound tricky.
And so you really have to learn how to be okay with things going wrong. You have to be okay with telling somebody, "I'm really sorry," and they're just going to be upset. There's nothing I can really do. And so that's a really tough part of my job.
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's
That's
your
right.
turn.
Yeah.
It is Noel's turn.
Oh, thank you, Susie. This COVID-19 important.
Impact
Say that again.
impact your services.
Your services.
Yeah, I've talked about it a little bit already with the diminishing amount of calls that we've received due to COVID-19. That also moves into our drivers. You have to think that the people that drive everyone around come in close contact with everybody that gets into their vehicle. And so we've had to take a lot of steps to try to keep them as safe as possible. And we've also had to put our drivers in a position where there's no pressure. If you don't feel comfortable or safe coming into work because of COVID-19, you're totally entitled to not come into work. Unfortunately, we can't pay you for the time that you're not working. But nonetheless, if you can't work, you can't work. And then me on a personal level, so I'm a father and live with 2 children, as well as being around my in-laws and my parents themselves. I've not been able to go into work for the last 3 months, if you can believe it. So I've been home doing a lot of parenting and a lot of kind of support from afar. And I just on a personal level, want to thank all the people that work at ASAP Taxi who've been coming into work every day and helping keep the place running. Because right now, I'm not in a position where I'm able to do so.
Yeah. Well, shout out to them. That's awesome.
Shout out to the owners, the dispatchers, the drivers, the mechanics, the managers. I'm really taken aback at how much they've put into keeping us rolling during these really tough times.
Yeah, that's awesome. Susie, back to you, right?
Yep. How can people find out more about your service?
You're asking how other people can find out about our services. That's a great question. So as part of my job as growth and development coordinator, I made a website this last year. So if anytime you want to go to www.asaptaxi.net, I don't know why it's .net, but it is, you can check out the snazzy new website that I've created. Also, if you link up with Facebook and look up ASAP Taxi, you'll see our logo and you can check us out there. And also, one thing that people usually don't necessarily know about is because we have really advanced dispatching software, you can also go on either the Google or Apple, the app stores and get our app. So you can, if you can order a taxi through your phone without ever having to call people, which is just another service that we've been able to offer in the last couple of years.
Nice. Yeah, definitely. All right, you guys. Well, I think those were all of our regular questions, right? And now it's time for the what?
Lightning
Lightning
round.
round. So, Susie, would you like to go first in the lightning round?
Of course, girl.
Got a question ready?
Yep. Uh,
You want Noel to go?
Yeah, you could have Noel go first. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Think of one.
Go ahead,
All right.
Noel.
So if he's a taxi person,
Yep.
do you like to drive in a car or drive on the bus?
I'm
Driving.
a big fan of driving. That's really what got me into the taxi game. I could drive and drive and drive and drive. My wife used to make fun of me because I would come home from working a 12-hour shift of driving people around. 12 hours. She said, what do you want to do now? And I said, I'm going to go downstairs and play some video games. She says, what kind of video games are you going to play? I said, racing. That's how I get done driving, and I want to drive some more. So, yeah, I love to drive.
Good question then, Noel.
Summer,
Got one?
summer, and winter.
Summer or winter?
What do I like, summer or winter? I am a huge fan of the summer because not only you get to drive around, you get to drive around with the windows open.
Right.
Also, I get to hang out in my yard all summer long. I get to barbecue and grill and hang out in the pool and
Nice.
playing out in my gardens.
I
I'm
like
a big fan.
that.
Nice. Noel, back to you.
Do you like mowing the lawn or weed whacking?
Ooh.
That's a great question. I'm a big mower. That's actually something, that's a great question. All good things need to be split up when it comes to tasks around the house. And so generally I mow the yard and my partner, she weed whacks.
There you go.
Oh, may I add something here? If you like driving so much, do you actually prefer doing tractor lawnmower or the push mower?
Well, I would be so cool if I had a ride-on mower. But I actually prefer to do the push because I need any excuse I can get to get a workout.
Besides the driving,
I've got a
you have
big
to drive mower.
So I actually sometimes set my Fitbit to see how many miles, and it's 3.2 miles to mow my entire yard.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow.
Good workout then.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I thought I'd add to that. They're like,
Yeah.
since you were talking about they like to drive so much, I was figuring, oh, maybe the tractor one? No.
Yeah, there would be
Okay.
cool if I had a ride-on mower, though. I'd like that.
Good question, Ryan.
Yeah.
Susie, back to you. Want to do one more?
Lake or ocean?
Lake or ocean?
I think that's a great question. Lakes or oceans? Well, that's hard because in Maine, I feel like the oceans. I never want to swim in the ocean in Maine. But
Why not?
if I go to Florida, ocean all day long, right?
Right.
So how about this? Here in Maine, lakes definitely. Anywhere warmer, oceans.
Tucker, if you are at the ocean, you could run into a shark.
That's true.
That is true. My stepmom, she is petrified of sharks. She is so scared of sharks. But
Why?
I've never seen one. You're scared of sharks too?
No,
No?
another. Because once when I was little, I used to pet a baby shark.
Whoa.
That's
Whoa.
Yikes.
my daughter's favorite animal in history is the megalodon. Have you ever seen a
Oh.
megalodon?
Megalodon. No,
Megalodon,
what is that?
5-foot long great white shark.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Scary. All right,
Yep.
Noel, bring it home. Want to ask the last question?
Yep.
Go for it.
When you're working out, do you wear a what's your favorite workout clothes? Or,
My favorite workout clothes?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Let's see. I think it would have to be my favorite running sneakers, my favorite shorts that have a built-in spandex liner so that nothing gets chafed, and a tank top, and my favorite band for holding my my phone on my arm. And then I wear my earphones and I go for a run. That's my favorite.
Nice. Bet you never been asked that question before.
No one's ever asked that question. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Who is your favorite joke?
Tell us your favorite joke. That's usually our last question.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Okay. Thank you so much, Susie. Now I haven't been able to tell this one in a long time. So one day, this guy, he walks into a library and he says to the librarian, "Hey, I'd like a Big Mac and a large fry, please." And the librarian says, "Sir, this is a library." And he goes, "Oh, sorry. I'd like a Big Mac."
That's a really good one.
There you go, Tucker.
Awesome. Well, Tucker, I think those were all our questions for you. So thank you so much for coming on the STRIVECast. We really
It's been a pleasure. Super fun. As you can tell, I'm very pent up. I needed any excuse to talk to people. And yeah, thank you so much for inviting me, Ryan.
You're welcome.
awesome. Well, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Susie will be.
Right back.
STRIVECast is brought to you by
Listeners like you.
Nice. Listeners like who, Noel?
Emily W.
Cousin Emily. Noel's
I don't think it's Emily W. I think it's a different.
different Emily. Emily
Em-
Bowden, right?
Emily Bowden.
Your cousin.
Maybe
Thank
her
you.
middle initial is W.
Yeah.
He likes to vote. Bowden.
Yep. Thanks to cousin Emily. And Pete, want to tell everyone why she's our listener of the week?
She's our listener of the week because she just posted this morning on our Facebook page. She talked to us about how she was listening to the podcast while she was exercising this morning. And we think that's a great idea, and you should do that too. Both listen to the
Wow.
And
You
also-
do, listeners.
Facebook page. Let us know. Tell us
Yeah.
about the bad and the ugly.
And then you could be our listener of the week too. So just let us know that you're listening and you'll be next. Sound good?
Sweet.
Bonus points if you share the episode,
That's right.
either on Facebook or just tell people about it. They can sign up on iTunes or wherever they subscribe to their own podcasts.
And she is from Farmington too.
Shout out to Emily. Thanks for listening.
Good. Shout out to Emily. Thanks so much. And Susie will be.
Right back.
Da na 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 beep beep caca beep caca coca caca poca caca. Open the door and have a coffee with Noel.
Open the door and have a coffee with Noel. Amazing. It's time for Ask Noel.
I did not know where that was going at first.
Me either. An
Me
emotional
either.
roller coaster.
All right. Today's email, Noel, is from Jed in Brunswick. And he says the subject is I miss sports.
Ah.
Dear Noel, I really miss sports, especially on TV. If you were to make up a new sport, what would it be? Thanks, Jed, Brunswick.
What is it?
I think disc clipping. No, disc throwing a basket.
You mean disc golf?
But it's not like disc golf. But
You mean different?
Yeah, the disc would be on the ground.
Yeah.
But you throw the basket to the disc.
You throw the basket to the disc. It's like a reverse
disc golf?
golf.
So it scoops a disc?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Or basket golf.
Yeah, basket.
Basket golf. That's a good one, Liv.
Interesting.
You have to throw the basket?
But it will look like a frisbee, the basket. Then the
Small
disc,
basket.
the court on the field.
Got any others?
Yeah. Lollipopping.
What is
Lollipopping. How do you play lollipopping?
All you have to do is jump, run on the grass, and call out lollipopping. Then the popping is the person who's the tagger. Who?
It's like tag and leapfrog?
Yeah.
Lollipoppin'.
Yeah.
Lollipopping.
Think of one more for Jed.
I like lollipopping.
And what about
If anybody plays one of these games this week and posts a picture of them playing it on our Facebook page, then we'll give you a prize.
Yes, a big prize.
What is a surprise, though?
Oh, like a Strive t-shirt? Maybe a hoodie?
Mm,
or a Visa card?
Not a Visa card.
not a Visa card, sorry.
Not that big guy. Unless you've got your own Ask Noel budget.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one called Pick Side Corner.
And how do you play that?
Pick
It's sort of like limbo, but in the opposite direction.
Over the stick?
Yeah.
You hold a stick in the opposite direction, and the other one,
This way?
yeah, like this.
Like this?
Okay. No, like this.
Like this.
Then you grab it on the other side. Then you go like this. You have to go in the pole, not under the pole, but this way to the pole.
So you walk around the pole.
Yeah.
Before they like punch you in
walk around the pool.
Interesting. Well, Jed, I hope this gives you
It sounded
some.
like high jump a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Jed, hope this gives you some fun games and sports to try while you don't have sports on TV. So
I like lollipopping. That's a good,
yeah, lollipopping sounds
good
fun.
name.
But if you try any of these and post a picture of you doing it to any of our social media pages, we'll give you a Strive t-shirt or hoodie, depending on how good you do at the sports.
Oh, a vending machine.
Okay.
What? You get another one?
Sing us out.
Okay. Kalali Zivia South Hannaford. Whole Foods, close the door. And you're
You threw in a sponsor in there.
3. Okay, and Susie will be.
Right back.
All right, we're back, and it's time for
Susie's cues.
Noel to sit down with a pillow. Susie, you have a theme song.
Yes, I do. I love Susie Hughes, but I love my team. And it is sunny outside.
There is.
Susie's cubes.
Susie's Cues. And what are we playing today, you guys?
Today we got Liberty.
Lady Liberty?
And
Yep.
Lady Liberty and what?
And true and false.
Right. Lady Liberty and hot dogs, right?
And hot
Hot
dogs.
dogs.
Yep.
Yep.
True or false this time? Straight up.
All right.
False.
Should we do
Okay.
girls versus boys?
Sure.
You betcha.
Yeah, and I've got the
I
answers.
love the girls.
I've got the answers, and
And
Susie
you
does.
guys.
So I'll skip out.
Okay.
All right, Susie, you want to read the questions?
You bet.
You get 6 true or false questions.
Okay.
Winner take all. Do it for Joe.
Okay.
Let's go.
Miss my bro.
When the state, when the Statue of Liberty first came to this country, she was the color of a penny.
True or false?
True or
Mm.
false?
She was the color of a new penny. Let's have the
Ooh.
ladies go first.
What do you think, Whit and Suze? You think she's rusted and turned green over time?
Yeah.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
What is-
It's true.
What do you think, Whit?
I
What?
think that's false. I think it's a trick question.
Ah, okay.
I think it's
What
false.
about you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm gonna agree with Whit. I think it might be false. What do you think, Ryan? Noel says false.
For what? This
Do you think the Statue of the Liberty, when it first arrived, was the color of a penny or no?
I think it'd be true.
All right. Noel, do you agree with Ryan?
No.
Okay, well, every man for himself. Pete,
Well-
what's the answer?
Ryan is right. Out of all of you, he's the only one that is right. It took,
Wow.
the answer is
Wow.
it took 20 years to develop the greenish color that she wears today. Her torch is covered with 24-karat gold leaf.
Wow.
Oh, fancy.
I figured some of that stuff ages on it.
That's right.
Boys got one.
Point for Ryan.
Boys
Yeah.
get one.
All right, next up, Suze.
Noel,
Yeah, Noel, pick a spot and stay there.
get comfy.
And maybe don't lie down.
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay.
You're making me seasick.
Me too. All right, Susie, go ahead.
Thanks, girl. There are 7 spikes in her crown. One of each of the 7 continents and 7 seas. Is it true or false?
No, I'm saying true.
What is it?
She's got
Wait.
7 spikes on her crown for the 7 continents and the 7 seas, right?
Right.
False.
True.
What do you think, Ryan?
False.
False.
What
Whitney?
about you?
I'm going true.
Okay. Peter?
That answer is true.
Oh.
Noel,
Yeah.
will get points.
Yeah.
On the board. Phew. All right, Suze, next up.
Okay. The tree is 35 feet tall. 305 feet tall. Is that true or false, ladies?
What was the, Pete, what is it, 3,300 meters?
300.
300 meters tall. I think she's taller than that. I'm going to say false.
She's 305 feet.
I'm right.
True or false? She's 305 feet tall.
Oh,
False.
Everybody buzz in here?
False.
False.
I'm gonna say false. Oh, I'll say true since everyone else is going false.
It is false. She is 305 and 1 inch tall.
Oh, no way. I thought she was a lot bigger than that.
300 feet's pretty good size.
Yeah. I don't know. I just
Like
took
a football field.
Yeah.
All right, Sue's number 4.
Number 4. The tablet she's holding has the date July 4th of 2020.
do you
Tablet
guys
she's
think?
holding has the date July 4th, 2020. True or false?
Is that Statue of Liberty?
Yes.
Yes. I'm
Yes.
saying false. Why would it say 2020? Whitney,
I agree.
I agree too.
what do you think, Ryan?
With Statue of Liberty.
Do you think her tablet says the date of 2020 on it?
I would have to go with false.
That is correct. It is false. The date is July 4th, 1776.
But I thought it might have said. All right, Sue's next up.
Number 5. Now we're switching to hot dogs.
Oh,
We are
great.
Sibling hot dog eater Jersey Nut
Joey
And-
Chestnut.
74 hot dogs and burns in just 10 minutes on 4th, 2018.
Champion hot dog eater Joey Chestnut ate 74 dogs, including buns, in just 10 minutes in 2018 on the 4th of July hot dog eating contest. Is that true or false?
I'm saying true. I say true.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
True.
Noel, you said true? You guys are all correct. It is true. Joey
Can you
Chestnut.
imagine eating that many hot dogs? Ugh.
I could give it a run.
And
I watched it on TV.
Not 74, but I could eat it.
You look really thin, Peter. Listen.
Thank you, I think.
Yay!
It's all coming after. All right.
Moving on.
All right, last one.
Mhm.
American people eat 100 million hot dogs every July 4th.
Do people eat 100 million hot dogs every July 4th? True or false?
It's a lot of hot
Saying
dogs.
false. That seems like too many.
100
I think that's true.
How does he know all of this?
You're smart.
Looked it up.
He does research.
I'm gonna
for the
say-
show.
I think true.
I'm gonna go with Ryan. I'll say it's true.
True.
Girl,
Wait, what did you say?
I
I
said
go.
false.
I go true.
Whitney gets it. It is false.
Oh.
But listen, Americans eat typically more than 150 million hot dogs.
Oh,
That's so gross.
goodness.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Well, with the whole population, it's relative, though.
Right.
There's a lot more people than the amount of hot dogs that are consumed, though.
Right. All right, Susie. Good round of Susie's Cues. You ready to sing us out?
yep, I'm ready to sing us out.
Go ahead, girl.
Thank you, girl. Susie's girl. Susie's Cues. I love myself. And my partner too. Ooh, Susie's cute.
Susie's Cues and Sue's will be.
Right back.
STRIVECast is brought to you by
Your Yeah.
Ad here. Pete, tell them about where their ad can go.
Your ad can go right here. If you'd like to promote your business or something that you have going on in a really affordable way, reach out to us, STRIVECast at pslstrive.org. We'll make a package that works for you. It'll include advertising right here on the show, which is heard everywhere, of course, as well as through our social media sites, on our website, you name it. You can't get better value than that. So send us an email, strivecast at pslstrive.org. Thanks.
Awesome.
Your
Thanks.
ad right here.
Your ad right here. And Susie will be.
Right back.
All right, we're back, and it's time to
Wrap it up.
wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Right, Noel?
Do we have any other news of updated?
Yeah, we can talk about Strive Rocks and only. Want me to update that event?
Yeah.
July
Yes,
17th.
let's do that.
July 17th. It's coming up, less than a month away for Strive Rocks virtual edition. This year we've had a great response. We've got all kinds of things coming up as part of that event. We have games. We have about 6 different bands so far that are on board. We have celebrities that are going to be joining us throughout the night. We have a celebrity chef that's going to join us at the end to cook a recovery meal. We have all sorts of things happening. It's not too late for you to get involved. StriveRocks.org. You can register. $20 will get you the link. $25 will get you a shirt. And we'll have prizes for our top fundraisers. So hope that you can join us. You can join. All of us will be there. So
That's right.
hope you can join us too.
See you there.
See you guys there as well because I'm attending it.
That's right. And
You
there,
gonna stay up all night?
just like this, you can join us in a
Of
virtual
course.
event. Okay. So anything else, guys, before we go?
No.
Look.
All right. I guess then it's time to wrap it up.
All right. Well, thanks to our sound and video engineer, Ryan, for putting the show together. Thanks for our producing team of Whit and Susie for helping us stay on track all the time. Shout out
Right.
to our buddy Jeff on assignment. We'll see you next week. We miss you, Jeff.
And thanks to Tucker from
Who is next week? If you
We'll
did
say that in a sec. But yeah, go ahead, Pete.
I was just going to say thanks to Tucker from ASAP Taxi, and he said his website again is asaptaxi.net. You want to check it out?
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay. All right, you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.